Hi everyone, and welcome to City Tour number 2. This is the City Tour for February 2016. Last month I said I hadn't yet decided on a name for my city, but this month I'm ready to make that announcement. My city is going to be called Figville. I'll tell you a little more of the background to the story of Figville in a moment, and I've got quite a few updates to review, so let's get started. I've made some pretty significant updates to the park, which I've decided to call Central Park. Last month this was just a statue and a minifig on a lawnmower. Now, as you can see, I've put in some fencing. I added the stone entranceways, and I put in a few park benches. I still have a few more pieces to add before the park is complete, and I'll probably do a mock video once I get a few more pieces and the park is closer to completion. The city name, Figville, actually comes from the statue, which is the way the citizens of Figville have chosen to honor their founding father, General Figgis. As you can see from all of the construction vehicles and the light repair truck, set number 60054, the city is hard at work on making First Street look like an actual street. Last month I had a few less road plates, so I'm starting to focus on completing the roads, and I expect that the road paving will be complete soon. So I'll check back in on that as part of next month's city tour. Last month I quickly explained how I made a small modification to the pizza shop where I flip-flopped the patio area with the trash area. This month I made even more modifications. I've eliminated the trash area completely on the left side, and now the interior of the shop overlooks, the window overlooks the First Street. This allowed me to move the menu over to the right side, the patio side of the shop, which I feel like adds a little more realism. If you recall, the original set had the menu on the side of the pizza shop above the trash cans, which looked odd to me. The changes I made also allowed me to add an extra seat to the patio table, so there's 3 now. And I did all of this while only adding a handful of pieces from a Bricklink order. I also started to refine the look of the parking lot in front of the pizza shop, adding some 1x8 tiles and some 8x16 dark tiles to mark the parking spaces. I'll do a separate video for the pizza shop soon, which will show all of the modifications I made in more detail. The changes to the pizza shop gave me back one green by 32 by 32 base plate, which I've moved to the police parking lot area. I've still got some work to do here, but the end game is to have a large parking lot for most, if not all, of my police vehicles. I've got quite a few of those vehicles, so we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully I'll be able to update this section more in time for next month's city tour. As we move down State Street, you can see I added a few road plates. Not exactly sure what the construction crew is doing because they started working on First Street before finishing the work on State Street. I also added quite a few gray 2x2 tiles to the road plates to act as sidewalks. One of the things I mentioned in last month's video was I didn't have a lot of sidewalks in my city, but I'm building up and adding more and more every time I order from Bricklink. I don't know the exact count of how many I added, but it was more than 100. Including the park I showed earlier, it was probably closer to 200 total. So the skateboarder is now enjoying some additional sidewalk skating. Finally, I staged a broken down vehicle being towed on 2nd Street. Both of these vehicles are from the pickup tow truck set number 60081. I really only did this so I could bring up the minifig count in the city, which is now at 29 total. So the city is growing. I'll have to add maybe some kind of service station in a later update, but that's probably at least a few months down the line. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed City Tour number 2. Keep an eye out for the next city update coming in March. Until next time, thanks for watching.